It's your host, Javon Wooden, back again. We are talking about using O.P.P to grow your business. What is O.P.P? Now, if you like hip hop like me, you know O.P.P is other people's property. Well, I switched it up and I use it as other people's platforms. So you don't have to do everything on your own. Leverage the resources you have, leverage everything that is possible for your brand and your business. And one of the best ways is one to many, right? When we're first growing our business, a lot of us are doing one to one. We're going out and networking, connected with one person at a time, and that's fine. But if you want to expedite the process, you're going to have to do a little more. All right. So let's get into it. How to use other people's platforms to grow your brand and your business. First one, I'm going to talk about low hanging fruit podcasts. Podcasts are still very, very popular. I know some of you probably think, oh, I missed the boat. No, you didn't. There are millions of podcasts, and there are millions of podcasts that stop after a few set episodes. But that doesn't have to be you. You don't have to necessarily start your own podcast right now. You can literally go to sites like matchmaker.fm and podcastguest.com and make a profile as a guest. Find shows on Matchmaker, the free profile. You get about 10 outreaches per month. That means you can hit up 10 different shows each month to see if you can become a guest. Make sure they align with your vision. Make sure they align with your brand. Make sure they align with your presentation style, all of that good stuff. And podcastguest.com, same. You can find however many podcasts that are in your niche. For instance, I look for business, marketing, entrepreneurship, and personal development. Those are my niches. That's what I like to talk about. So I go on podcastguest.com. I create my profile, make it look nice, fill it out as much as you can because people are going to be searching for you as well, and you want to be top of the list. They also have a premium feature where you can be featured right above anyone who isn't premium. You don't have to start off there. It doesn't cost much, but that is an option. All right. Matchmaker.fm and podcastguests.fm for podcasts. It is one of the easiest low hanging fruits you can get. And this matters. You don't even if you're just starting, you can leverage this. If you've never spoken on a podcast before, you don't always have to go for the major platforms, right? Those are going to take a little bit more effort, and you're going to have to show what you've done over the course of a span of time, or you're going to have to do something tremendous in a short time. So start where you are. Don't always go for the big platforms. Start with the low hanging fruit. Go to podcastguest.fm or matchmaker.fm if you want to be a podcast guest. Now, the important part of using O.P.P or other people's platforms is using platforms that align with you. If you don't like being on a stage, don't go on a stage. If you don't like being on camera, see if the podcast can do audio only, but you're limiting your reach if you think about it that way. So try to be as many places as you can be, podcast being one. Number two, you can guest blog. You can write for other blogs, right? There's opportunities for that. What you can do is look for local blogs first. Start local. If you have, for instance, I'm a business coach. I'm going to go to like Houston Journal, Houston Chronicle, shout out Houston, Voyage Houston, whatever Houston, right? Use that. Write for those, and sometimes you can get syndicated if the article is solid enough. You can also create a profile on like medium.com. If you go to medium.com, create a profile, you can start writing immediately, and just find industries in your niche. Just Google X industry publication, and you can find a bunch of publications that write about your topic. It's a great hack. It's a great way to get yourself out there. And when they do a link back to your website, it increases your SEO. So second one is guest blogging. Find the publication or topic that you want to write for and go for it. Or just reach out. If you need help with a pitch, DM me. All right, I can help you with pitching. All right, the third one is using TV, right? TV. This one I haven't done myself, but TV is a great way. If you want to go to a local news station, right, you can pitch stories there. Just go to that news station's page. They usually have a way to get in contact with the PR team, a way to get in contact with the stories, so you can be a contributor, or you can get on there yourself and go ahead and talk about your story. Make sure you break it down easily though. If you are telling a story, make sure you hit the juicy parts. Don't go rambling on about something that doesn't matter, because it's your time to shine. Make sure you have it down. Make sure you're ready. Prepare for any opportunity you get so that you can knock it out the park. All right. So the third one is TV, using TV. So number 4, stages. This is actually my favorite one. I should have probably put it first, but I'm just going as I go here, right? So number 4 is stages. Get on as many stages as you can, and you do not have to pay. I know a lot of people are doing the pay to play thing. You don't have to do that, right? I've done it in the past, and I don't necessarily recommend it. It hasn't changed anything about my business, to be honest. So I would say, if you're going to pay to play, make sure it's a platform that is big enough to make a difference for you, right? Don't just do it in a local way. There are other stages that are free that you can utilize. You can go to your local chamber of commerce to speak. You can go to a Rotary Club. You can go to the National Speakers Association. You can go to Toastmasters. Just find free opportunities for you to talk. Find conferences on Eventbrite. Reach out to whoever the organizer is and ask them, hey, how do you book your keynote speaker? Or how do you book speakers for your event? Or you can say, who's in charge of booking speakers for your event? See if they can give you that information. Then you can reach out to that person. Do not send a whole essay on your first pitch. Right? Just ask a simple question. Ask them how you can help, and that's going to get their interest. They get so many different pitches a day, you'd be surprised. So make yours short, simple, and to the point. All right. So stages is the next one. Another one you can use, and some of you may not want to use this, is vending. Right, being a vendor at a trade show or an event. Now you got to make sure, maybe you can go once before you vend, before you pay for that table or invest. You can go 1 year, and then if they have it the next year, if it looks like it's beneficial to you, ask some of the vendors who are there in that first go around. Then maybe next year you come back as a vendor or a sponsor if it's worth your while, because those things can get pricey. So make sure it's worth it. Make sure it's going to expedite your success and get you where you want to go, and it has to align with your brand. So that's another way, is vending. So I want to know, what ways are you all leveraging other people's platforms? All right, type that in the chat. Type it in the chat, and I want to know, what ways are you leveraging other people's platforms? So we're going to talk about the platforms that I'm on right now, social media. That is other people's platforms. Now, there are so many rules to the algorithms, and they're always changing. So you don't want to rely solely on what we call social selling, social media, right? Selling on social media, promoting yourself on social media, because sometimes it may take a little longer than you expect. So use other people's platforms with social media. You can do something like influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is when you find someone who is in the industry that you want to promote to, or they have a target audience you want to promote to, and they are really changing people's perceptions. They are really great at selling products or services. They have a following that trusts them already. You want to get in with that following. Watch them a little bit. See what their engagement is like. 3% or more. Look for 3% or more engagement. Have them send you all the statistics on the back end. Right? That's how you're going to know if they're truly an influencer. Remember, people can buy followers on every single platform out there. So do not look at a follower count and think this person is doing something great. Look at the engagement. If they have 100,000 followers and they have 2 views on a video, they bought those followers. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. So don't work with people like that, who are using vanity metrics and really, just fronting, right? Putting on a facade like they're doing something they're not. I mean, if you bought them, I'm just keeping it real. So that's how I look at that. All right. Other people's platforms, social media. You can also collaborate. Reach out to folks who are, even if they're in your same industry, collaborate with them. They may have an audience of people who they cannot serve or don't want to serve. Don't automatically look at people as competition. Look at them as opportunities to partner, opportunities to collaborate, opportunities for you to grow. Look at what they're doing that's working. That's another way. to use other people's platforms. If they have a following and people are actively engaged and they can't get to all those people on their chain, on their comment section, you comment, add some value. Then the people you add value to, they'll look at you and be like, oh, okay, this person actually cares. They respond. Don't know who they are yet, but they provided value for me. Don't go on there, follow me, and all that other stuff. No, add value, answer the questions succinctly, and then watch your viewership pile up. Watch people starting to share your posts. Watch people starting to book consultations. All of that stuff. So it's not necessarily always a long game. All right. Number 7, I think I'm on 7, is networking events. Networking events are great, right? And they're not. Oh, it's not always about the quantity of the people. It's about the quality of the people. If the event aligns with the business model that you have, go for it. Right? Even if it's 5 people, maybe it's 5 people that book on your coaching platform. Maybe it's some people that want to buy your products or services there. So it's not all about the quantity. Look for quality leads. Look, if you're going to use your time, the time is a resource you can't get back. Make sure you're utilizing it wisely. And it's okay if you go for that one time and it's not what you thought it was. Mark it down, track the type of events you've gone to, track who was the host, and then that way you start knocking out and realizing like, okay, the next time they run an event, I can go. Next time they run an event, maybe I wait a little while, let them get more mature in their space, and that's a way to do it. So I've shared a few platforms so you can use their platform to grow your business. If you're a speaker, eSpeakers is a great platform, and I mentioned National Speakers Association. I mentioned Toastmasters. Those are great, but look for more. Like I said, the Chamber of Commerce, you want to get connected with them. My friend Tony Harris Taylor, she runs Networking Action. That may be an opportunity. If you're looking for other leads, look for associations that really can move your needle forward in your business and in your life. You don't always have to pay for them. Sometimes the free platforms are where you need to start, especially if you're new. All right. That is today's episode. I talked about using other people's platforms to grow your business. Tune in with me tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll try to post it a little earlier when I'm going live, okay? But sometimes I got to think about what I'm trying to talk about next. So I'll see you later. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you